Welcome back! Recapping the clash between Daewon and Bloodrain, our story picks up. As the Psykers face the formidable villain, the question lingers, will Cassian intervene? Join us in this episode for suspense, secrets, and a gripping conclusion you won't want to miss. Due to the severe blow, Daewon loses his strength and staggers. Taking advantage of his lowered guard, Bloodrain proceeds forward and launches another fatal attack with his blood smash. In a desperate attempt to save his friend, Kim Woo-chan leaps into the air and attacks Bloodrain from behind with his powerful flare, causing a massive blast in the club. However, to his shock, Bloodrain swiftly reaches behind him without being noticed and declares that his attacks are futile. As Kim Woo-chan wonders when Bloodrain got behind him, Bloodrain prepares to launch a fatal attack, inflicting deep scratches on Kim Woo-chan's body with his sharp nails. Despite the severity of the attack, Kim Woo-chan refuses to give up and retaliates with a powerful kick, catching Bloodrain off guard and causing him to drift backwards. Because of the deep cuts on his body, Kim Woo-chan then loses his own footing as well and sits on the ground, enduring intense pain as blood continues to flow from his wounds. Licking the blood from his hands, Bloodrain remarks that Kim Woo-chan's kick could have been fatal if it had landed, and smirks. Realizing that Bloodrain is not an easy opponent, Kim Woo-chan struggles to devise a plan to take him down without the use of his flare ability in his current condition. Meanwhile, Bloodrain remarks on his disappointed expression, stating that it is discouraging the hostages as well. While Kim Woo-chan is lost in this thought, Bloodrain suddenly mentions Naeun's name, snapping him back to attention. Calling her a brave girl who had the guts to trick him into believing that Cassian was her brother, Bloodrain states that she will be punished for lying to him. Enraged to hear that, Kim Woo-chan charges his hand with flames despite his injury, declaring that this is going to be his last wish. Hearing that, Bloodrain begins to smirk, thinking that he has fallen for the trick and will end up giving his life. To provoke him further, Bloodrain then calls him a cocky individual who will be granted an opportunity to prove himself. With that, he takes Kim Woo-chan to an empty bridge, to allow him to unleash his full power without worrying about harming someone. Deep down, Bloodrain is excited at the prospect of facing an enraged Psyker in such a remote location, relishing the opportunity to indulge in his bloodlust. While he is thinking that, Kim Woo-chan activates his abilities and charges at him, declaring that bringing him out will be the last mistake he makes. With that, he launches a flame strike with all his energy, directing it at Bloodrain, who stands still, waiting for the flames to approach him. However, as soon as they are about to strike him, he leaps upwards and effortlessly dodges the attack. Simultaneously, he extends his hand and gets a grip on Kim Woo-chan's neck, drawing him closer and asking whether this was all he got. Revealing that he was playing the same trick of not showing his full potential, Bloodrain then hurls him away, causing him to crash on the bridge and become motionless. Meanwhile, Cassian reaches the club, shocked to find it in ruins. Looking at the deep cracks in the wall, Moros remarks that leaving such deep scratches is only possible with powerful magic. While Cassian is wondering whether Bloodrain is the one responsible for that, he suddenly spots Daewon lying motionless by the wall. Shocked to see him, he then sits near him to observe, wondering whether he is still alive, while Moros confirms that he is breathing. While Cassian's thoughts drift to Kim Woo-chan, wondering where he is, Moros suddenly notices Daewon's magic sword lying on the ground and calls out to Cassian, telling him about it. Grabbing the sword, Cassian states that he can definitely feel the magic energy emanating from it, while Moros suggests he extract the crystal from it. Despite feeling reluctant to use someone else's property, Cassian is still convinced to give it a try and extracts the magic crystals from it, throwing the sword away. Consuming those magic crystals, he suddenly begins to feel a surge of unusual energy in his body, leaving both him and Moros shocked. After undergoing this change, Cassian turns to Moros, declaring that he does not need a power analysis this time since the feeling of power he is experiencing at the moment is something reminding him of his old self. On the bridge, a new villain lurks atop, observing the relentless battle between Bloodrain and Kim Woo-chan, awaiting Cassian's intervention, poised for his arrival. Meanwhile, Kim Woo-chan charges his hand with flames once more, swiftly dashing towards Bloodrain to strike. However, Bloodrain effortlessly blocks the attack, catching Kim Woo-chan's hand, leaving him astonished. Declaring the feeble attempt futile, Bloodrain delivers a powerful punch, causing Kim Woo-chan intense pain as he crashes to the ground. Taunting him as weak, Bloodrain asserts that his demise will stem from his own weakness, advancing to end his life. However, before he can act, a loud laugh interrupts the silence, causing him to turn around in confusion and find Cassian standing beside him. Surprised to see him, Bloodrain gives a grin, stating that Cassian always gets in his way. In response, Cassian begins to mock him, stating that these words do not suit the person who ran away after getting badly beaten up. Smiling confidently in response, Bloodrain states that he has now awakened his true powers by consuming the blood of all the humans at the club. Boasting about his newfound strength, he declares that even an S-rank Psyker would be no match for him. Asking if it is really the case, Cassian watches him as he turns to Kim Woo-chan, who still lies on the ground grappling with intense pain. All of a sudden, Bloodrain begins to unleash an overwhelming power, causing Kim Woo-chan to become shocked, realizing that he was not going all out while fighting him yet still overpowered him. Meanwhile, Bloodrain turns to Cassian, hurtling multiple blood spears at him simultaneously while Cassian stands still, watching the spears approach him. However, as soon as they are about to strike him, he springs to action and blocks the attacks with his Shadow Slicer. However, while he is doing that, Bloodrain gets a grab of his arm and approaches him from the side, confident enough to overpower him. Yet, as soon as he attempts to launch an attack, Cassian disappears into the shadows and instantly reappears behind him. Shocked by Cassian's ability, Bloodrain swiftly turns around, attempting to punch him, but Cassian dodges it again and launches a counterattack in the form of a powerful punch that sends him flying backward. He then launches a powerful kick at Bloodrain, causing him to experience intense agony. Mocking him for his claim of having divine power, Cassian then launches another punch while telling him to show the abilities he was boasting about. This attack proves fatal, causing Bloodrain to fall at a distance, becoming motionless. Seeing that, Kim Woo-chan becomes increasingly astonished, realizing that Cassian is on a completely different level of power. Remembering their confrontation with him in the hospital, he wonders whether Cassian was hiding his true abilities back then. While he is thinking that, Cassian walks towards Bloodrain with a fierce glow in his eyes, repeating his claim to be unbeatable even by an S-rank Psyker. Bloodrain smirks in response and prepares to escape by transforming into liquid blood again. Admitting that Cassian is stronger than him, Bloodrain begins to laugh, stating that it is no use since physical attacks do not work against him. With that, he is about to escape by disappearing when Cassian declares that this is not going to happen again. This causes him to realize that he has been trapped by Cassian's shadow binding ability without noticing. Stating that trying to run would be a waste of time, Cassian then reveals his shadow flare ability, declaring his intention to burn blood to death. While Bloodrain watches in shock, Cassian directs those powerful flames at him, causing him to lose his life and leading to the end of the relentless battle. The next day, the news of Bloodrain's death becomes the talk of the town. The news report declares Kim Woo-chan as the hero who killed the dangerous villain. Hearing that, Daewon Lee appreciates Kim Woo-chan's bravery. In response, Kim Woo-chan lowers his head, stating that he was not the one to do that. He clarifies that the only thing he did was to contact the headquarters after the fight was over. Remembering the end of the fight the previous night, Kim Woo-chan reflects on his reaction to Cassian's ability to use flames when he was already a darkness controller. The fact that there could be a person possessing dual abilities was shocking for him. While he was staring in disbelief, Cassian called him out, telling him to inform the police or the Psyker department about their successful operation against Bloodrain. Remembering that, Kim Woo-chan explains how, despite informing them that he was not the one to defeat Bloodrain, the media still presented him as a hero. He stresses the fact that the one who killed Bloodrain was not him but the same individual who killed Blaster. Hearing that, Daewon asks if he thinks of him as undeserving of all the praise and appreciation he is receiving, to which he stays silent. Slouched on his bed, Daewon reassures him not to worry, suggesting that Cassian must have his own reasons for taking out Bloodrain. Suddenly remembering his magic sword, he sits up, asking if Kim Woo-chan had seen it, to which he's informed that the police have kept it safe for him. Meanwhile, in an empty street, the boys who used to bully Gangu Guan gathered to discuss the news of Kim Woo-chan killing Bloodrain. Reading the article, one of them expresses relief for not going clubbing that night. Meanwhile, their leader turns to the thug sitting in front of him, inquiring about the whereabouts of their leader. In response, the thug refers to their confrontation with Cassian, stating that he has been hospitalized since then. Frustrated to hear that, the boy begins to shout, telling the thug to seek revenge from Cassian for that, but he disagrees, asserting that they lost even while ganging up on him. Hearing that, he offers to call up more people to help them, but the thug refuses to stand against Cassian anymore, declaring that he is not an ordinary person. Trembling with fear, the thug reveals that Cassian seems scarier to him than Kim Woo-chan, and the glow in his eyes is not that of a human, causing the boy to become shocked. As the thug reveals Cassian's unsettling power, the next episode promises an intriguing twist that will keep you hooked. Don't miss the unveiling of mysteries. Stay tuned.